Hey everyone, Johnny Holiday, the Beard Baron here with a new video on a question I get daily. This is a question that usually comes from younger guys. I know there's a lot of younger guys on my channel here, the Beard Baron. And it has to do with how to deal with a patchy beard. I'm sure all of us have gone through it, and I know you're probably looking at me saying, Johnny, what could you possibly know about having a patchy beard? Well, a long time ago, my beard wasn't always just like this. I had some times in my life where I had patches, and I never had this kind of dense, full growth until a few years ago. So I'm here to encourage you today that there's some things you can do to help yourself, things that you need to know in going forward. But first, I'd like to welcome everyone who's new to the channel here, all my new subscribers, everyone on Facebook, Twitter. All my links are down below. Check those out. Got a lot of great stuff coming up, a lot of requests. I'm going to get to them week by week here, and the website's coming really soon. I'm shooting for the beginning of April, so to be on top of things, make sure you sign up for the newsletter down below. Simply takes 2 seconds, put your email address in. I got beard oil, mustache wax, combs, brushes, all sorts of stuff, all sorts of great stuff. But getting back to it, dealing with patchiness, patchy beards, or bald spots that no hair grows at all. So a little bit about me, it comes down to genetics, basically. People don't like the answer of how to deal with a patchy beard, and it comes down to genetics, and hormones is what's going to really determine your hair. So for me, I didn't probably grow anything onto my face until I was about 17, 18 years old, and I can only grow a little patch of hair right down the bottom of my chin. And I rocked it for all it was worth back in the day. I would line it up, trim it up, and just let it go. And it probably wasn't until I was about 25 years old that I could actually have such a dense growth. I had a really strong goatee, mustache area. And my genetics are the kind of thing where a lot of people say, well, you get your hair from your grandfather on your mother's side, or there's a lot of different scenarios that go with it. But for me, my genetics would say that I was supposed to be a baby face, because both my father and both my grandfathers never had any hair on their face. And here, I'll throw up a picture of the only person I know in my family, my great-great-grandfather, John. He was probably the only person I know that could grow anything on his face. And as you can see, this is the style of mustache and beard. It was called a Napoleon or an Imperial back in the day. This is a shot from about the, I'd say, 1880s, 1890s. So he's the only person in my family that I know who could grow anything on their face. And by judging his mustache, he could probably grow a pretty mean beard too, but that was the style back then. So when people ask me how do I get my beard thicker, what do I do to get that growth, and they can't stand the patches, well, time is going to be the big factor of waiting out those days, and hopefully your beard's going to develop. Most people say your beard will develop over many years, over the course of your entire life actually, and I can only speak from personal experience. I'm 31 now, and like I said, it's taken about the past 5 years to get to this kind of stage and this kind of growth. But what you can do, and what I encourage people to do, is if you're starting off and you're maybe 15, 16 years old, you can already start growing hair. Don't beat yourself up about spots on your beard that you can't grow or you might not be able to grow yet, because there's some really common areas, especially like down here, these two little spots right here, right beside the soul patch. Those are real common areas for baldness. A lot of people can't grow the connector for the mustache into the beard under here, and that's really common for young guys to have those kind of areas. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that over time you're going to develop into this big, huge, densely forest of a beard on your face, but the chances are you could develop some more growth over time, that you're going to have some nicer fill-in. And you got to realize it too, that when you're growing out a beard, it's hard to judge a beard in the first couple of months of what you actually have, because some hair on your face in different areas grow at different rates. So you can't judge it just based on a couple of months of growth. That's why I always encourage people growing out a beard, stick to about maybe 5 months of growth. That way you can make a real good judgment call. Because even with me, if I only have about a month or two, there's some patches in the sides, in my sideburns and down towards my jaw. But over time, 5, 6 months, the length of my hair starts to cover that up, okay? So that's one thing to do, is make sure you grow it out to see what your hair is actually capable of doing. Some hairs grow slower than others. Now, there are some things that you can try and do to help promote a healthy beard, to try and kickstart it, and that is basically taking care of yourself. Rest is a very important thing for your body, and it's a very important thing for your beard. And having low levels of stress, I know it's a kind of a hard one to get around, but stress never does the body any good. Stress will actually make your hair fall out on your head. It's a real damaging thing for the body as a whole. And a high protein diet is really important too for all your functions of your body to be at an optimal level. I know here in America we have a high carb kind of diet and protein kind of takes a back seat, but these are areas where sleep, stress, high protein diet, eating healthy is going to promote good healthy beard, good growth. Your hormones and your genetics are going to take you the full way though. That's where it really comes down to. Now people ask me, is there any tricks that I can do to maybe, is there any products? And there is stuff that people use and I don't recommend them. I'm almost afraid to say it on camera, so because I know everyone's going to start looking it up, is minoxidil is a very popular thing that people use on their faces, and it's not meant for your face, and I wouldn't recommend it. Minoxidil was originally a treatment for high blood pressure, and while they were trying to reduce high blood pressure, they developed this thing where they found out, oh, your hair grows, and it stops hair loss, and it opens up a growth cycle in the follicles of your hair. And so they started marketing it like that because I guess there was more money to be made in selling a hair product like that. So people took that and they said, oh, well, if I apply it to my face, I can put it in the patches and on my skin. Well, here's the problem. It's not designed for your skin. Your face is a place where you're going to absorb stuff a lot faster than your scalp. And what happens is if you get this around your mouth, your nose, you're inhaling it, stuff is meant for reducing high blood pressure. So if you get into your face and you're absorbing it, you're going to have possible sudden loss of blood pressure, drops. You could pass out. I don't recommend it. I try and promote a real healthy lifestyle for you guys. I'm looking out for you. I don't want you to go down those roads. It's not worth it. Like I said, people ask me how to fix a patchy beard, and I always say time. And it's not the most elaborate or most wanted answer. I wish there was some sort of magic potion you could put on there. But you can try and take what you've got, okay? So say if you can't grow the connectors for the mustache, just grow an epic mustache. Let it rip, enjoy it, wait for the time it's gonna come where it's gonna possibly fill in for you. Same with if you have really strong goatee growth and you don't have any, you have some patches on the side that kind of cut down into here, like I know a lot of people do, then just grow a killer goatee then. It's just, that simple. You want to emphasize what you have and try and develop what you want instead of getting really wrapped up and saying, oh, if I can't have a full beard, I don't want anything at all. So the right attitude, healthy life, healthy eating, less stress, you'll do perfectly fine. If you got any questions about patchiness, just drop me a comment here, Facebook, whatever. Make sure you get on the newsletter, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right? Take care.